Hey guys, it's Eric with another apartment. We're with One Strikes Get Likes and Dingers getting listeners back again with another podcast. Back to desk format. Life is finally going to start getting a little bit less chaotic. I've been working on video projects, and we don't have late games anymore. This is nice. I mean, I'm not saying I'm super late to watch or listen to these games. So everything is gravy right now. So we're gonna throw some strikes, hit some dingers, get some listeners, do the usual here. But first, remember to subscribe, like the podcast, all your favorite podcast platforms. We are there. We are on every morning, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time is when we upload. So all of our videos go live first thing in the morning. Get you that fresh Brewers takes bright and early. Um, Remember, you can use the code MillParkMinute at SeatGeek to save $20 off if you want to go see the crew in action or anybody else for that matter. I mean, concerts, you name it. They got it all over at SeatGeek. You can also support the channel by going over to patreon.com/MillParkMinute. We appreciate any support that we can get. So the Brewers lost 12-5 today. We fell to second place in the NL Central to the Boston Red Sox. The 12-11 Boston Red Sox, by the way. But they're in the AL East, and that is a tough division. So they're actually in fifth place in the AL East. Some of the big things today, Burns only gave up 3 runs, or I should say 2 earned runs, 1 unearned run. Gave up 5 hits. It just wasn't strong stuff today. He didn't have all his stuff. But the game was tied. It wasn't bad. This game really didn't get blown up until Bush came in. Bush got hit he only managed to get 1 out in the third inning, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 of which were earned, 1 walk, and 2 homers. So really ugly outing by Bush today. Now, a lot of people are already, we're in a good prime early season form where everyone hates everything. We're not good. Our bullpen sucks. Yada, 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 yada. Give it time. We're working it out. We are, barely into this season so far. Less than 30 games, to be exact. We're figuring it all out. We still got a little ways to go before the season's all over. Not to be saying like it's early, but yeah, it's a little bit early. I mean, we're still off to a good start. Still second place in the NL Central. Still have a 15-7 record. Lots of good things going for us. So if we take a look at today's game, the good of the game was our man, Brian Anderson, went 2 for 3, 2 homers, a walk, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. So he's been pretty consistent on offense, and he looks like they look like geniuses for picking him up. Right now, and I haven't talked about this. Right now, we're in a position of a lot of guys are getting injured. A lot of things are happening. It's very scary with what's going on with Garrett Mitchell. Because we don't know if we're going to have him the whole season or not. And then Sal Frelick, who could be called up in his place, is injured as well. So we're in a very questionable stage right now. This Corbin Burns thing happened. It seems like he went out and pitched today and did just fine. So hell yeah, that's great. But at the same time, we don't know. Weimer has been hitting, so that was another good I will take out today. He went 2 for 3, 2 hits, and a walk, and 1 strikeout. Yelly went 1 for 3. Yelly's been pretty consistently getting on base. He's climbed his average to 250, where Weimer is down right in the 219 range. He's trying to climb up. Perkins got a first major league hit. I believe that was last night, actually. But still pretty awesome along the way. The bad, obviously, we're going to go with just the lack of timely hitting after that big blow up inning in the ninth. There was eighth. I'm sorry, there was really no coming back for that. The Brian Anderson home run was the only thing we were really doing. Um, yeah, the downright ugly, of course, is Bush. I'm going to give Bush more opportunity. I'm not going to rule out Bush yet, but he could be a miss. I mean, so many people jump on the case of a bad reliever or a guy who's had a few bad outings. That's the game of baseball. This is the game of baseball. You don't know. It's not a perfect science. He could have struck out the side. We don't know. But it went the other way. So that happens. That's part of the game. Let's realize that. Let's just try and move forward. Um, yeah, other than that, there wasn't a lot to talk about. Really, 3 hours and 2 minutes was the time of the game. Um, Still continuing the homestand, we got Detroit on deck. We did drop two here, so this is our second series loss of the season, which take it and leave it. I mean, I like it. I do. One of the things I would say with watching a series like this is you learn how, and we played quite a few American League teams, but you learn how different each league and each division is. This is considered a bad team. This is a fifth place team. So wait till we get a first place team. You know, could be interesting. It's just fun to see the differences between how the National League plays and how the American League plays, even though they are very different. Are they are very the same now that the DHs in both leagues? They are very different as well as far as level of talent goes and stuff like that. So that being said, good game. Let's preview the next series real quick, and we'll get into a couple comments and notes I have. Um, so tomorrow we've got Ray going again. Ray was in place of Woody. Woody is still kind of working things out. Um, Then we got Lauer versus Turnbull. Peralta versus Lorenz or Lorenzen. And we don't have an Ace series, any of those yet. So should be good to see. I am excited for this new schedule, the new interleague. We're going to see Shohei Otani and Mike Trout. Detroit doesn't really have anybody of note, but that's okay. Um, Good stuff, just good stuff. So I'm going to go on a little rant here. This is one of Eric's rants. One of the things I see a lot right now, and it floors me because this isn't a game that's like football. This is not football. This is not basketball. This is not any other sport. This is baseball, and it it baffles me to see that we are in a place where people still just rip this team day in and day out. Oh, we suck. We suck. We're terrible. Like just enjoy it. I don't know what kind of place you get, and maybe it's just Wisconsin sports fandom in general, but I don't know what kind of place you get into where you're just so ticked off all the time. Like these people, I saw somebody put a for sale Burns sign on. I'm like, he's still here. He's consistent. Yeah, he got a little hurt, and yeah, he isn't perfect, but nobody's. Baseball is not a game of perfection. It's not. It is not. There is no way we can go out there and win. You're not going to win all games. You're not going to sweep every series. You're going to lose some series. You're going to lose day to day. That happens. One of the things that's going on right now, we haven't lost a back to back. We haven't lost back to back games. So let's hope for Monday that we get a victory Monday. Like let's stop focusing on that bullshit. Let's get off that. Why? Why live in that hole? Is that just part of like you have nothing else to complain about, or I don't know. I don't know. It drives me bats because you go into these, and I should know better. I mean, Facebook and Twitter and these groups are just cesspools of like just the negative. Like, there's not much positive out there, but like I don't know. It's my 2 cents on that, guys. I just negative fans drive me crazy. It's like sell Burns, get rid of Burns. Okay, you're dumb because Burns is still providing a hell of a lot of value in his pitcher. And pitchers of Burns caliber don't come around very often. So, other than that, guys, we're just kind of waiting on getting some health back. Well, really, that's the big thing. It's good that Telez is still firing on all cylinders. I love that. I love that from him. I think the guy needed it. Um, I just want to say I'm not alone. I'm not. I'm like I'm not the. I am alone in this as far as like even these other podcasters and certain people that I watch and listen to, talk in such a negative light. It's like where's the positive sports talk? Where's the good sports talk in this area? Yeah, I mean, so I don't talk about the Packers. You mentioned Aaron Rodgers, and people want to hang you up by your pants strings. I don't know. I'm very glad with some of the moves we do. And some of the things. Looks like reviewing the Brew is already trying to replace Matt Bush, which is fine. Option to replace Matt Bush. Setup man Peter Strzelecki. Peter Strzelecki is very good in his role, and I don't think they've shifted him a little bit, but Colby Milner, Gus Farland. Gus Farland's just injured. That's why. But that guy that they called up in place of him did pretty well. So we already talked about alcohol sales being extended, and we talked about the Detroit series. Let's see if there's any news around MLB. MLB news. Power rankings come out tomorrow, so we'll check out the power rankings. Oh, nope, there's one already out. There's one already out. Pirates. Pirates are remaining surprising, as they say. So we got Rays, of course. Rays are off to a great start. Braves, Mets, Brewers, number 4 on the MLB power rankings. That's stellar. Yankees in at 5. And then we go Astros, Blue Jays, Dodgers, Orioles, Padres, Rangers, Pirates at number 12. Prior to that, they were number 19. So Pirates are moving steadily up the list. I just wanted to see if there's anything about these rule changes that they've been talking about. And see their impact on the game in the other areas that they're using these rules. Time to jump on the bandwagon of these 6 teams. Let's take a look. Baltimore Orioles. Yeah, they're surprising. Minnesota Twins. Texas Rangers. Miami Marlins. Yep. Pittsburgh Pirates. NL Central. Arizona Diamondbacks. Yep, I agree. Let's review the Major League standings while we don't get any other news and notes. We'll finish off with the Major League standings. So Pittsburgh is top of us by 1 game, 16-7. Milwaukee's 15. Chicago 12-9. St. Louis still hanging out near the bottom. They do have a 1-game winning streak though. Pirates have won 7 in a row. That's crazy. Cincinnati's lost 6 in a row. So Atlanta, New York, fighting it out, first and second. Miami in third. Philly, Washington, Arizona, Dodgers. They're still tied. That's crazy. Week after week, they're still tied. San Diego at a 500 record in third. San Fran 8-13, and Colorado is 6-17. Tampa Bay is still leading. Baltimore, New York, Toronto, Boston, Minnesota, Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago White Sox, Kansas City Royals, Texas, Houston, Los Angeles Angels, Seattle, and Oakland, who may be going to Las Vegas. Sounds like they've purchased land, so I'm sure you've seen that all around, and people are ticked off about it. But that being said, guys, this is the Miller Park Man podcast. We come at you daily. A little shorter episode. It's Monday. I gotta get the week started. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We'll try and start doing some lives this week post game, depending on how late this game's going and stuff like that. I mean, they're on Central Time, so it's a lot better than it was. But we'll get in some live action. We'll talk to you live coming up this week, and we'll try and get some other videos in the works. I know we got some stuff for Bruce for next that we just got finalized. So 6:40 start tomorrow, guys. We'll be with you here after that game. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great rest of your night, and as always, go Brew.